If you have $75,000 sitting in a savings account or in investments that aren't performing well, I'm going to show you how that money could realistically grow into income capable of replacing a job within about 5 years. This isn't hype or a get-rich-quick promise. It's straightforward math built on dividend growth and compounding. Using SCHD's past performance as a reference, the numbers are surprisingly powerful, and the timeline is shorter than most people assume. Here's what we're going to cover. First, I'll show the monthly dividend income $75,000 in SCHD produces today. Then, we'll go through 3 real-life job replacement examples: $40,000, $60,000, and $80,000 salaries, and estimate when dividends could realistically exceed each one. Finally, I'll explain the strategy that makes it possible, including common mistakes that can completely break the plan. Quick disclaimer before moving forward. This video is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. These projections rely on historical data, which can change over time. Always do your own research and consult professionals before making financial or career decisions. Now let's start with the baseline. Investing $75,000 into SCHD at roughly a 3.6% yield generates about $2,700 per year, or approximately $225 per month. By itself, that won't replace a paycheck, but this is where dividend growth changes the picture. Historically, SCHD has increased its dividend around 12% annually. That means your income rises each year, even without adding more money. That $225 per month grows to roughly $400 monthly in about 5 years, and over $700 per month in 10 years, purely from dividend growth. And that doesn't even include additional contributions or price appreciation. When dividend growth, reinvestment, and consistent investing work together, income can accelerate quickly, often faster than wages increase. That's how dividends gradually catch up to a salary. 3 job replacement scenarios. Now let's walk through 3 realistic examples showing when SCHD dividends could realistically replace employment income. Scenario 1. $40,000 salary. After taxes, take-home pay is roughly $2,900 per month. You begin with $75,000 invested in SCHD and contribute $300 monthly. With historical dividend growth and price appreciation, the income builds steadily. In year 1, dividends are about $227 per month. By year 5, the portfolio grows to around $140,000 and produces roughly $750 monthly. By year 8, dividends reach approximately $1,425 per month, about $1,200 after taxes. Here's the important idea. You don't have to replace your gross income, only your after-tax spending, and not instantly. When dividends cover around 50 to 60% of expenses, many people reduce working hours or move to lower-stress jobs. Full replacement typically occurs around years 10 to 12. Scenario 2. $60,000 salary. After tax, that's about $4,100 per month. Same $75,000 starting investment, but contributions increase to $500 monthly. Around year 7, dividends reach roughly $1,500 per month. By year 10, income approaches $3,000 monthly before tax. Complete job replacement generally arrives between years 11 and 13, effectively cutting a traditional 30-year career nearly in half. Scenario 3. $80,000 salary. After tax, approximately $5,200 monthly. Monthly contributions rise to $700. By year 9, dividends pass $2,700 per month. By year 11, income exceeds $4,000 monthly. Full replacement usually happens between years 12 and 14. Even at higher income levels, this approach can remove decades from conventional retirement timelines. The complete strategy and tax optimization. Now let's go through the full strategy, because these details are what determine whether this plan works or fails. Step 1. Choosing the right accounts. If you're under 50 and eligible, prioritize maxing out a Roth IRA using SCHD. The yearly contribution limit slows progress early on, but every future dividend becomes permanently tax-free. After the Roth is filled, continue investing through a taxable brokerage account. Since SCHD pays qualified dividends, it remains very tax-efficient even outside retirement accounts. Step 2. Consistent contributions. All of these projections depend on steady monthly investing. Skipping months or pausing contributions can quickly extend the timeline. Setting up automatic investments removes the need for motivation and keeps progress consistent. Step 3. Reinvest dividends. During the first 3 to 5 years, reinvest all dividends. This significantly speeds up compounding. Avoid taking cash payments until you're close to income replacement levels. Step 4. Tax positioning. Qualified dividends are taxed at 0%, 15%, or 20%. If taxable income stays below roughly $47,000 for single filers or $94,000 for married couples, dividend taxes can be zero. After leaving a job and earned income drops, dividend income may become completely tax-free. Step 5. Transition planning. Don't leave work the moment dividends equal your salary. Build a 12-month emergency fund first. Aim for dividend income reaching 120 to 150% of essential expenses. Try part-time work or consulting for a period to confirm financial and psychological stability. Step 6. Healthcare preparation. Before Medicare eligibility, private insurance becomes important. Plan roughly $500 to $800 per month for individuals and more for families, and include this cost in your income target. Step 7. Inflation protection. Because long-term dividend growth has historically exceeded inflation, purchasing power tends to rise over time rather than decline, unlike a fixed salary. Before we finish, let's go over the 3 mistakes that can completely derail this plan. Mistake 1. Stopping contributions during market drops. When SCHD falls 20 to 30%, many investors panic and stop buying. That's actually the opposite of what you want. Lower prices mean each contribution buys more shares, and more shares produce more dividends. Down markets help you while you're building the position. Mistake 2. Spending dividends too soon. If you begin using dividends in year 2 or 3, you severely slow compounding. Reinvest them for at least the first 5 years, longer if possible, to let growth accelerate. Mistake 3. Having no concrete plan. Saying, "I want to quit my job" isn't a strategy. You need real numbers. How much monthly dividend income do you require? What's the timeline? How much will you invest each month? Write it down and review progress every quarter. Quick recap. Your foundation is $75,000 invested in SCHD. Then add steady monthly contributions. Even $300 to $700 dramatically changes the outcome. Around $40,000 salary, roughly 10 to 12 years to replacement. Around $60,000 salary, about 11 to 13 years. Around $80,000 salary, roughly 12 to 15 years. Each of these beats the traditional 30 to 40-year career timeline by a wide margin. The driving force is dividend growth. SCHD's historical 12.8% dividend increases compound faster than almost any salary raise. Your portfolio effectively gets a 12.8% annual pay increase, while most workers see only 2 to 3%. Start with whatever you have. Maybe it's not $75,000. The principles still apply. $50,000 simply takes longer. $100,000 gets there sooner. What matters most is starting and staying consistent. This isn't theoretical. Many people are already following this path. The math is real. The dividends are real. The real question is whether you're willing to reduce some spending today to gain freedom in 10 to 15 years instead of working 30 to 40. Where are you in your journey? Do you already have starting capital, or are you building toward it? What monthly income are you targeting? Leave a comment and share your numbers. I reply to everyone and give specific feedback. Make sure you're subscribed, because next week I'm covering the exact SCHD rebalancing approach, once dividends replace your job income, and how to keep that income sustainable long-term. Thanks for watching. and I'll see you in the next one.